I'm not going to give you open borders, because no. And you have no raw materials you want to sell me. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to say I want more Diplo power. And you want to... Well, I'm not going to declare war on Pakachui. Nope. Not happening. I'm not selling you my coal. You really are such a petulant child. 15 for wine? Sure. I know you probably need it, you know, in your one city. You shot my swordsman instead of the pikeman. Okay then. Nope.
The first time I stepped onto the rooftop of the Portella Palace, I felt, as never before or since, as if I was stepping onto the rooftop of my being, onto some dimension of consciousness that I'd never visited before.
Sweet. That's another wonder done. That's another 3-year score. City-state emergency with Zulu is over and we emerge triumphant. But what will the future hold? Members win. I've earned member rewards. So I don't think that there is actually any difference between having scored lots of points and scored no points. Oh, an Aventore did enough for 1 point, therefore she gets the rewards? You're kidding me. Well, we have 1,000 diplomatic favour now, and we also gain money for every envoy that we have. Well done, people. So I guess we could make peace with Zulu. How many grievances do I have against you? I assume that means none. There we go. Grievances against me, grievances against them. Oh, they gave Kwandunzuka independence, I guess. Or just felt they couldn't hold it. That's possible. Right, so Zulu have... Again, I did not click on you. I literally did nothing there. Alright, so they have... a little bit of niter. 2 bits of niter. I don't know how long niter is going to be useful for, though. Like, do advanced military units require niter? I doubt it. Like these guys do. Ironclad requires coal. Recon, don't. Observation balloon. Adds +1 range to adjacent bombard strength units. That's a cool mechanic. I like that. So, like, the artillery currently has a range of 2, but if it has an observation balloon next to it, it's a range of 3. That's really cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Infantry requires oil. Battleships require coal. Subs require oil. Yeah, see, once we're out of this era, then niter is irrelevant. Okay, I feel like the Renaissance needs to last a little bit longer. We kind of are in a perfect pincer formation. We do still have our armies over here for several more turns. I'm trying to click on it to find out. Another 10 turns. Yeah, we may as well. Oh, and there's some more coal here. We definitely want that. Coal is useful for quite a long time. Man, your city defenses are god-awful. Also, this is some lovely looking desert. Felt like that needed to be acknowledged. Oh, hello, Great Admiral. Oh, you just get moved into the city, really. Having constructed so many types of districts, your engineers have become skilled in city construction. Alright, so Nongoma's fallen. I guess Ulundi is going to be next. Ulundi is there. 1, 2. You can't reach me here. Let me guess, he just disappeared. Oh, right, yes, you could be a musket man. Oh, better yet, you could have been a cannon. Must be in friendly territory. Once we take a knob armor, then you will be. I think I'm going to go ahead and upgrade you. Before, niter was merely a curiosity of scholars. Now a musketman wields it as a weapon for the first time in the world. Hang on, you're this close to Buenos Aires and they didn't shoot you? I'm actually kind of surprised. Keep this city in your empire for now. It will be less productive, occupied city until post-war ownership is discussed at the peace table. Keeping the city will give the opponent 0 grievances against us. Grievances will either be refunded or doubled at the end of the war, depending on whether or not I keep the city. Okay, I'll keep it for now. Time to play the Allies in 1944-45. Meet you at the Rhine. Yeah, the race is on. So you've just finished the Potala Palace. I think that I would very much like for you to repair my market. And you can probably go ahead and build the workshop. Yes. And you build a monument, because that increases loyalty. And I hear that loyalty is important. Can't always be bought. Alright, so we have another diplomatic thing. +1 gold from each of the envoys, but I don't really need gold right now. We have 3,000 in the bank. So I'm going to say the first envoy you send to each city-state counts as 2. I hope that's retroactive. It is definitely not retroactive. Alright, so that policy kinda stinks. Good to know. Foreign city gains independence. Canada has no longer enough loyalty to keep the city in their empire. Poundmaker has finished the Colosseum. Violent storm. Emergency has been completed. Oh, Potala Palace also completed. And 3 world's first strategic resource potential unleashed. Oh, 3 is in the number of special update. Completed a quest for Lisbon and for Akkad. Need more housing. Civil engineer boost. Onwards. Your people's glorious age looks like a lot of gloating to me. I look forward to the day of your fall. Uh-huh, Kree. Uh-huh. What?
If facts don't fit the theory, change the facts.
Okay, so random city that Canada just took
there
just
are 2
attacked
kinds
me.
of problems, small ones and large ones. The small ones will go away by themselves, and the large ones you will not be able to do anything about.
That's quite a good quote. Hey, Kaiser. How's Civ 6? I only have Civ 5. Civ 6 is good. I really like 6. Machiavellianism. More production towards spies. See, that sounds like a lot better. Trade routes to an ally city provide food and production for both cities. I don't have any alliances yet. But I think that's a thing that I can start doing soon. So I really want to have Machiavellianism. We'll put it right there. Yes. And we are going to want to build some spies. I hear that they are useful. So we'll do that once productions become available. Built an industrial era or later wonder for flight. Build 2 neighborhoods for sanitation. What do I need for sanitation in the first place? Oh, don't tell me it's a cultural tech. It's totally a cultural thing, isn't it? It's probably like civil engineering. Build farms on hills. Construct an additional spy. Urbanization. Wow, that's a long way away. Ethiopia is so far ahead in terms of culture. Crikey. So we can get the Reformed Church. Extra faith from holy sites. And more combat for religious units. Combat strength when non-religious unit fights a civilization that follows another religion. It's pretty good. And then the cathedral and then theocracy, but I'm not that interested in theocracy. I think I want to continue moving up this way. I mean, we've got mercantilism already. I mean, we've got the boost. In fact, we have both the boosts. Religious tourism effects are halved versus the civilization. +1 amenity in all cities with at least 2 speciality districts. Extra gold from buildings and commercial hubs. +50% if the city's population is 10 or higher. +50% if the district has at least +4 adjacency bonus. Most of them do. Enlightenment would actually be really good for that commercial bonus. +4 gold and +1 faith from all trade routes. Also good. More movement in own. Oh! Improved nitro and coal resources yield additional resources. You know what? That's... And also privateers. Yeah, let's do that. And then technology. We're going to be building those banks soon, TM. Neighborhoods, we are a long way away, and I'd kind of like to have access to the sewers. If at all possible. What are the major differences between the two? Asking because I'm trying to get into 6. So the really, really big difference is probably about half of your buildings no longer take place in the city, you build them outside. So in the same way as you would have once built farms and workshops and mines and stuff, you can still do that, but you can build what are called districts, and that's where you build like your libraries and your universities. So if you have a campus district, that's like the education or the science sector, then you can build the library, university, those type of things there. You have the holy sites, which build shrines and temples, and that's all on the map, so that stuff can get burned down. It also matters where you place them. So, for example, the holy site gets benefits if it's adjacent to mountains. Commercial districts get bonuses if they're built along rivers, that type of thing. Commercial sites are markets, banks, stock exchanges. I would say that's the biggest difference. There's a lot more going on the map itself, and wonders are also built on the map. So they would take up a valuable tile which a district could ordinarily use. And there are a myriad of other changes, like they've split the tech tree into two. So you have technologies and you have cultural techs. The cultural techs allow you to improve and upgrade your government, and there's a hell of a lot more customization towards that. While the regular technologies is like new unit types, new building types, new district types, that type of thing. Okay, so Niani is going to build a spire. And this artillery is next door to a place where it could get upgraded, but I don't think I want to do that right now. Instead I'm going to put you here. Fire. This place is 62 defense though. Alundi is going to be a tough nut to crack. Let's go and have some shenanigans, just start doing some damage. We could blockade them at sea. Let's do that. Fez has made peace with Shaka. Cardiff's made peace with Shaka. Wilfred's made peace with Shaka. Storm Rage is on. Increased trade capacity. So I have 3 trades that I can now do. So Wallata is definitely going to buy one of those traders because I have fallen behind. Let's take a look at the available routes and just see what is available to us. Oh man, this trade screen is another of the UI things that could really be improved. I mean, these lists of numbers, it's pointless. And this is only with 9 trade routes. Imagine having 20. So Alata we've already got one going to. Cumbri Saleh is another good one, that's true. Yep, basically any city that's in a desert is going to have fantastic trade options because of my bonuses. And then Niani will be the other one. Oh. Apparently we already recruited the 2. Alright, so this guy in Wallata right now. 38 income plus production and everything else. I think that 38 is going to be... Oh, sorry, 34 is going to be difficult. No, 38. I was right. Is going to be a difficult one to beat. So go ahead and trade with Canada. Niani's built a field gun. Send you out. Oh, right. And the other thing I did want to do, Tad Mecca. Go ahead and get me my military engineer so I can finally get these roads established. It's kind of crazy it's taken this long. So I'm apparently at war with this guy. Otherwise he wouldn't have shot my poor old catapult. So let's go and put some swordsmen threateningly close. The knight of square. It's a bit annoying. And we have another pike and shot dude. He needs to head over this way. Okay. Yeah, I do like Endless Legend as well. I've just played a hell of a lot more of this than I have of Endless Legend. Whoa, Lundi's just gone up to an 81 defense strength. They've suddenly discovered what walls are. Which is most unfortunate, I have to say. Alright, so Kumbe Saleh wants to do some trading. Kumasi would be fairly good. Lisbon's 33, but I can get more. Pella, for instance. $400 income a turn now. Not too shabby. And Shaka does still own Buenos Aires, which I would kind of like to wrest out of their control. Oh, this city doesn't even have walls. It looks like it has walls, but it doesn't have walls. There's only the one health bar. I've been way too cautious at attacking this one. Still got another 8 turns, we're fine. Oh. So that policy which I got, which made units cost half to upgrade, that also halved the number of raw materials or strategic materials I need to do the upgrade. Well, that's interesting. Hello, new musketeer. Oh man, that's going to be an absolute eradication on that night. Bye! It's almost like Pike and Shot was created to kill knights. Then the Corsair just charges straight through them to finish them off. I like it. And yeah, if I attack that, we would just lose everything, so we're not going to do that. That would be silly. Timbuktu can build a thing. Yeah, so I was thinking about the Taj Mahal, but I'm not convinced that's really the best bet anymore. So if I build an industrial zone here, and then... Oh no, Niani's already got one. It's there. I was going to say, if Niani then builds this industrial zone here, then we would have the adjacencies plus the mine. But that's not really going to help. We would need more stuff over here. Although it's a +2 already, because there is the salt mine and the coal mine. Why is that only a +1? Oh, industrial zones don't get bonuses from rivers, do they? No, it's mines and quarries only. And for every 2 districts. Which is why that's only a +1. Although, if we built it here, then built the Ruhr Valley here, that's legit. If we wanted Timbuktu to have Ruhr. Which is possible. I mean, Timbuktu at the moment is struggling because it doesn't have housing. And also, Niani could get Ruhr right there. I still kind of like the idea of having it here. I know that's going to knock out a farm, but we can build more. Oh, we could pillage that. Let's see if they shoot me, and then we'll pillage it. And then Kumbi Sala is going to build the bank, because it's a bank. It's all about the money. Who's this? Ah, military engineer. Good, get over there. Build me the bloody bridge across that river. Bolota, another trader. So, Cusco, 34. Any advance on 34. Quebec. Ottawa. Quebec's actually a very good choice. Let's go to Quebec. Alundi really doesn't want to see that catapult survive, does it? And you are desperately trying to make peace. I'm desperately going to tell you no. I'm annoyed that this guy is having a go at us, though. It's just like, why? You were just saved from the auspices of Zulu dominance. Admittedly by the Canadians, but still, I'm going to take some credit. This catapult is dying really slowly. Like how many times do I need to attack you? It seems like a lot. Finally. Get into the city quite that easily. Oh boy. Okay, so attacking this city is not going to be easy. Ah, screwed that up a bit. These two should have swapped places, then he could have fired this turn. Although actually, he can move here, then he can fire. The main thing is I didn't want my close combat guys crossing the river, because that's just asking for trouble. Yes, build me my coal mine. Glorious. Field cannon. So head down here. And we have another trader in Wallata. I think that going to Ottawa is probably the best option. Keep it. And then there were 4. And if I can get Buenos Aires to be released, then I can basically just take these 3. Let's have you just building another field gun. Sure. Oh, one of my swordsmen leveled up. That's nice. Another 7 turns that I keep these. The levying troops from Bandar Brunei was really good, and that's actually going to make Hungary very strong, because Hungary gets loads of benefits when they levy. So if you can build up a decent economy with Hungary and then do it, then sorry, let me rephrase that. If you're playing as Hungary and you have lots of money, then you'll be able to use that money, you'll be able to levy that money to raise a levy from a city-state and then get your bonuses that way. So being rich as Hungary is also going to be important. Anyway, I think I'm going to call this stream here. It's only 2 minutes to 2 and I don't want to end this turn and then have to do a whole other turn because I like ending at the end of a turn. So, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button so you get notifications when I'm live again in the future. If you've really enjoyed this, then do consider subscribing. Helps the channel out. Lets me do more of this kind of content. If you want to support the channel in another way, then do consider hitting up my Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/Mordred Viking. If you want to see some more of this type of content, you can head over to my YouTube channel, which you can find at youtube.com/Mordred Viking. And then finally, I have a Discord. If you want to come hang out with us, then you may do so over at Discord. I will be back again tomorrow. I will be streaming some more of this at 5 PM GMT, continuing with Mali, because I really want to see kind of the late industrial modern age, because that's when the Gathering Storm aspect of Gathering Storm is really going to take place, and that's the climate change stuff. And considering we've just, considering we have just discovered coal and are on the verge of industrialization, that is definitely when that type of thing gets interesting. Then after that, at 9 o'clock, I'll be doing some more Total War Warhammer 2 with the vampires, and the Chaos invasion's just begun, so that's definitely going to be very interesting as well. Two bad things happening in 2 different games. Couldn't ask for more. Right, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
So sturdy and so stout. When the day is done, when it's time for fun, we'll drink and sing and shout. You weak-livered milk drinkers can let your throats run dry, 'cause it's just one drink that we will sink until the day